Hi there. Well, we're going to make some pumpkin rum, and making pumpkin rum is fairly easy to do, but here's what you're going to need. You're going to need at least a pumpkin. You're going to need some knives to carve up the lid for the pumpkin. You're going to need some scooping gear to carve out the inside of the pumpkin. You're going to need some sugar that you're going to pour into the pumpkin once the goopy stuff is out of there. You're going to need some paraffin wax. This is used for canning. Get it at a drugstore or a supermarket. And that's going to pour around the lid once we put it back on the pumpkin. In order to melt that wax, the microwave just doesn't do it. So in order to melt that wax, I'm going to use an old frying pan I have. But if you have a can or metal container that you want to put on the stove, that's fine too. Hi boys and girls. Now I gave you an assignment a month ago to make some pumpkin rum so it would be in time for Halloween. And a lot of you told me that you didn't do that. So I'm going to give you one more chance, and we're doing it in plenty of time so that you'll have some pumpkin rum for Thanksgiving. Alright, I'm going to show you how to do it. What I have here is two pumpkins, a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, and for an experimental sake, a nice sugar pumpkin. Today, I'm going to carve up the jack-o'-lantern, and we'll have that ready come Thanksgiving. It'll actually be ready just before Thanksgiving. Next week, I'll carve up the pumpkin, the sugar pumpkin, and that'll be ready for Thanksgiving too. Just figure 30 days. It'll be just ready for Thanksgiving. So we'll compare the flavor that we get from both of them and see if there's any difference. Okay? So let's get this out of the way. What you're going to need is a knife, and we're going to carve out a lid. Take the lid off, and with our ice cream and our large spoon scooper, we'll scoop out the insides and put them right here, seeds and all that stringy stuff. Then we're going to fill it up with sugar, and we'll put the lid back on and seal the lid with some wax. And I got the wax at a hardware store. This is Gulf wax, but you can get it at Stop and Shop or any place where they have canning supplies. We'll pour it around the seal. All right, so let's see how this works. Or if you have a boning knife like this, you could probably carve a little. Well, that seems to be getting pretty fast, huh? There we go. Done. Ta-da! All right. What I'm going to do now is cut off all this seeds and stringy stuff. Being careful not to cut away where it needs to fit back into the top of the pumpkin. So, see if this works. A little easier. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So, what we're going to end up with at the end of it is a recipe from Prohibition days, which is how to get yourself a nice kick, an alcoholic kick, when you couldn't have access to alcohol. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, see, that'll work right back on there. So I'm going to set that aside, and now I'm going to take the spoon and the ice cream scoop and just get out all this stuff that's inside here. The seeds, the soft stuff. And what will happen is when we fill this up over the course, fill this up with sugar, over the course of the next 30 days, when it's sealed, it will start to, sugars will start to break down into an alcohol, and we'll have a, they used to call pumpkin rum. Technically it's not really a rum, but, and with a nice pumpkin flavor and a nice holiday kick to it. Alright, so I think that pretty much does it. Yeah, that's it. So, voila. There you have an empty pumpkin. No seeds, no pith, nothing. All this goop here. So, now I'm just going to pour in. I bought a 5-pound bag. Now, I had read somewhere that, there we go. We need a little more sugar there. I'd read somewhere, excuse me for 1 second. Here we go. There we are. We'll fill this up. Right up to the edge. Now, I had read somewhere that somebody had suggested that if you were to do this, that you put a straw in here and let gas escape. But I'd also read, well, that's really not necessary. So what we're going to do is melt our wax. I've taken one of these blocks of wax and I put it into an old frying pan and put it on my electric heater, and now it is melted down. So what I'm going to do is originally coat the inside of this with wax, put it back on here, and then we'll brush some more of the wax onto, there we go. And I have a little brush, and I'm going to brush, this is very hot stuff now, I'm going to brush some of this paraffin into and around the seal. And as it gets on there and it starts to cool off, it naturally starts to harden and creates a seal. We don't want any air getting in there. And this is the same paraffin they use in preserving, pickling, etc., etc. So it is non-toxic. Don't use a crayon or a candle. You'll poison yourself. As you can see, or maybe you can't see, it gets on here. We get a nice thin layer of paraffin that will seal it off from the air. And on, cut that a little deeper than I wanted. As we'll see on Thanksgiving in our special Thanksgiving bonus video, we'll see how this turns out. So, we'll see you then.